Welcome to Strengthen and Stretch. I have about a 20-minute workout today, and if you want to use a chair at some point, please feel free to do so, but this is going to mostly be standing without a chair. I'm going to start by just getting the blood flowing. Add your arms. Anytime you feel like you hold on to a chair or hold on to something for balance, it's there if you need it. If you don't, you got a single arm, reach up, breathe with this, inhale and exhale to get that blood flowing. 2 more on this side. Now switch it over to the other side. Nice big breath, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Bending the knees a little bit. Now take that arm down and come up. Down and come up. Do this just as slowly as you need to. You want to lengthen the spine, bending this knee. Reach in and up. And 2 more. And 1 more. Then change sides. Hold on to a chair if you feel not stable, very stable doing this. Hold on to a chair or something. As you bend down, always keep your chin up. Bending into that knee. 3 more. 2. And 1. Now both arms down and up. Rotate your spine and up. So you're turning your chest towards your knee and up. 2 more. Exhale and up. Now bend the other knee. Rotate your spine. Rotate your chest toward that knee. Again, you can always hold on to a chair if you need to. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. 2 more. Get a couple more on this side. All right, turn your toes out. Turn your palms out and push them back. So from the side, it looks like this. You're arching your back. You're tilting your pelvis forward. Now push it forward. Tuck your tailbone under. Scoop your belly in. Inhale. Open your chest. Pull your shoulders down. They're not up here. Pull them down. Exhale. Scoop your belly under. So you're really tucking that tailbone under. 2 more. Inhale. Open wide. Exhale. Scoop your belly and push that tailbone under. And inhale. Open the chest. Pulling your shoulders down. Exhale. Now grab your hands at the elbows and you're going to bend to one side. Come up. You're kind of making a figure 8. Go to the other side. So I'm going to do a frontward view of this. You're kind of like you're making a figure 8 with your elbows. Go as slowly as you need to. You're opening up the sides of the rib cage on this. So go as slowly as you need. Breathe with this. Don't overhold your breath. Inhale, exhale. Dive with your elbow toward that knee and try to lift this elbow up toward the ceiling, because when this one is opened up, is lifted up, you open up the rib cage more. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. All right, come to the center. Push your palms out. You're going to pull one hip back as you push forward. Inhale, bring it to your chest. Exhale, push the other hip back. Bring it to your chest. So from this side, it looks like this. You're leaning in, but you're tilting your hips out in a way. You're pulling your belly button in here. Exhale, pull your belly button in and stick your rear end out. Again, you can always hold on to something here if you need to. If you need to for stability, it can be there for you. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Push those hips back so you're not just squatting. You're really pushing that tailbone back. All right, now I'm going to take both hands and like you're pushing, you're shoving something really heavy. Push away. Now grab it and pull back. Rotate. Push it away. Shift your weight. Pull it with all your might and rotate. Push on an exhale. Inhale, pull. 2 more on this side. Exhale, push. Inhale, pull like you're just dragging something across something really heavy. So add some resistance in it. You're gonna push it away as you shift your weight. Now pull your belly button in and shift your weight to the other leg as you rotate. You're using big muscles in these quads, so if you really have a wide stance on these, you're getting some cardio. Rotate. Exhale, push. Rotate and turn. Look to the other side. Exhale, push. Inhale, rotate to the other side. Let's do one more. Exhale, really push. Keep your ribcage lift. Push from this other foot, this one right here in the back. Exhale, push away. All right, come all the way up. We're going to do some overhead to open up your chest and upper body. So take one arm over. Reach, shift your weight. Reach over your head. This should feel really good right here. Exhale, rotate, look to the ground, and go the other side. Bring that arm up. Shift your weight. Exhale, rotate. So you're really pushing both feet into the floor, not just leaning entirely onto one leg. All your weight, or most of your weight, is on this, but this leg is working too. Exhale, rotate. Come around. 2 more. Reach up. Exhale, rotate. Keep your belly pulled in, and you'll feel more length in your spine. Exhale, push away. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rotate. Push all the way around. All right, let's change arms. Reach up. Lift up. Lift the rib cage up. Engage this. Exhale, rotate. Push away. Pull back with that elbow. Rotate. And come up. So bend that knee as you reach up. Exhale, go over. Rotate. Keep this always pulled in, because when you quit holding this in, then you don't get the effect of the stretch. Rotate around. Come up. Reach up. Exhale, go over. Rotate. Come around. I'll lose my count here on these. So one more. Exhale, go over. Push into the floor with this foot. Lengthen right here. Exhale, rotate. Holding the belly in. And come around. Come all the way up. All right. Going to work a little bit more into the rotation of the hip. So if you have hip pain, this is really good. You can hold on to a chair while you're doing this if you need to. But actually rotate the whole toe, whole foot, not just your toes, and feel it rotating in the socket here. So this leg is bent a little bit, supporting your weight. Let's do 2 more. Rotate it in and rotate it out. 1 more. Keep this lifted so you're not just standing here, you're actively lifting. All right, shift your weight over here. Rotate it out. Rotate it in. Rotate it out. Again, you can hold on to a chair if you need to, but work on your posture by keeping that rib cage lifted. Rotate it in. Rotate it out. Rotate in. Rotate out. Rotate in. Rotate out. All right. Come to center here. Hold on to a chair if you need to. Bring one foot in, up, out to the side, land, and then bring it home. So you can challenge your balance without a chair. Bring it up, rotate it out, land softly, push yourself back home. While you're doing this, really concentrate on keeping the core lifted, keeping this engaged the whole time. You're not just standing there and trying to lift your leg out and find balance. You're engaging all of this while you come in. Lift it up. Hold on to something if you need to. Out. Land softly. Shift your weight. Come home. Let's do 1 more. Up. Rotate out. Land softly. And bring it up. All right, changing sides. So realizing both sides are very different, can be very different. So if you need support, here it is. This is my weaker side. So this is more challenging for me. Come up and bring it home. So I'm really having to engage in here, lifting the rib cage up, rotate it out, land softly. I don't have a lot of strength in this hip, so holding it suspended like that is a lot of work. It's a lot of work whether or not you've had anything going on. So lift this up, exhale, rotate, land softly, shifting your weight, and come in. I've lost my count. Let's do a couple more. Rotate. And so with each one, I've gotten stronger, as you will too. You get a little bit stronger. Take it up. Exhale, rotate. Put it down. Keep this lifted. Just because you put a leg down doesn't mean you lose this lift. And come on. All right. This may be too intense for some of you. If it is, you don't have to widen your stance quite so much. You can bring your feet in a little closer. But the wider the stance, the deeper the stretch. So keep your chin up. You can hold on to a chair, a bar, or something, whatever, steady there. Keep your chin up. Shift all your weight to one leg. Come up. Shift it over to the other side. So I'm really shooting my hips out behind me. I'm going to show you a side view here. I'm shifting my weight, pushing it back, but still holding this. I'm not just sagging down. This is all active as you send your hips back. Come up. Shift again. Go down as far as those knees let you. Your knees are designed to last you your whole life, and you want them to. So take it easy. Don't ever force anything. Again, you can make this stance smaller. You don't have to go so deep. You don't have to go down far, as far as I'm going now. Come up. This all involves function and rotation of the hips and pelvis while we're doing this, whether we're doing a deeper one, come up, or we're staying taller. And up. All right. For those of us that can't go down to the floor, go for it. If you want to use the seat of your chair for this, you're going to walk your hands over to one side of the chair, send your hips over to the opposite direction. So if you can go to the floor, that's great. You can use a sofa, you can use a footstool, whatever, but hold your belly in tight. Come to the center, send your hips back. So if you want to go to the floor, here it is. I'm holding my belly in tight. I'm not letting gravity pull me down. Sending the hips back. You can be here, remember. Just actively send the hip back. This is opening up that lower back. All right. So once again, stay right where you are. You can either put one hand on the floor. This is kind of hard to do and do the camera too. So I'm going to show up from my chair using a chair position. And this chair is a little bit high for this. You put one hand on your chair. Spread your fingertips really wide and push with your fingertips. Don't let all the weight rest on your heel of your hand. Shift your weight to your heels here. So my weight has shifted to my heels. You're going to take one hand up, reach up to the sky while you're holding this in. So if I didn't hold this in, this would be pulling forward and pulling right here in my calves. By pulling my belly in, this has shifted the stretch to the lower spine, reaching up and rotating as much as you can. Come down. Let's do 4 on each side. Inhale, reach up to the side. Keep your belly pulled in. Keep your weight shifted to your heels. My toes are barely touching the forehead. And rotate. Inhale, reach, open that chest as much as you can. If this is too intense, you can certainly bend the elbow. Bring it closer into the body. And down. And one more. Inhale, open. Use your breath. Your breath is as effective as using a weight or any other tool. Come down. Let's change sides. So keep your weight shifted in your heels. Toes are facing forward. Inhale, open out to the side. So noticing on this first one, I don't have as much rotation. I've opened it up. And left and right side are different. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, come down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, rotate. And come back. Inhale, exhale, rotate. And come down. All right. Walk your feet in. Come all the way up. I'll work a little bit more So you may want to keep the chair handy or stand closer to a table or bar or desk or whatever for stability. I just want to bring that knee up and back. If you want to challenge your balance, do so, but take into effect of what's going on these inside joints. You want to keep these joints stacked. If you find yourself hovering all over the place, trying to find balance, use something to stabilize you. But try not to rely heavily on it. In other words, don't shift your weight onto that. Keep your weight in these supporting joints stacked. Let's do a couple more. Up and back. All right. Find your balance. Stack these inside joints. Bring that knee out. Turn it down and forward. So while you're doing this, you want to pay attention once again to these inside joints. If you find them all over the map that you're trying to do this, try to align these joints first and then go slowly, maybe lessen your range of motion. Maybe you can't quite circle that hip. You've had a hip replacement. Really be careful here. Make sure you're released by your doctor. Rotate it down. We just want to access that wall and joint and make sure that we've got good movement in the hips and pelvis. Here's our last one. All right, switching over to the other side. All right, stack these inside joints, bring that knee forward and back again. This is my weaker side, so I'm probably going to need to hold on to something. It's not important about speed. Speed is not what it's about. A good alignment, good posture, and back, up, and back. So what I just did there a moment ago, I paused with my foot on the floor, my toe on the floor. Do that if you need that to reset and realign. That's perfectly fine. Two more, and your last one. All right. Take that knee forward. Turn that toe out. This is a real challenge for me on this side. So I can already see I'm trying to push this hip out of alignment. I'm going to have to take this a little bit slower. Range of motion is smaller on this side. Rotate that knee down and out. Think about leading with your foot out to the side and down. So I do not have the range of motion on this side that I do on my other side due to that injury. I'm working through it to get it stronger, and that's what this will do. Two more. Rotate down and up. Rotate down and up. All right. Along with lengthening and getting good support in the hip and pelvic, we're going to work at lengthening our hip flexors. Again, you can hold on to a chair. It's good to do. Have that close by. So take one foot behind you. Remember to keep this rib cage lifted. Don't sink down into it. Keep this lifted as you push your knee toward the floor. So you're pushing your knee toward the floor, but you're lifting your rib cage up. Pushing your knee in. Roll to your heel. Come up on your toes. So you're keeping this lifted. You've got this going on. You're not sinking down into this. You can, but the stretch is not going to be as effective. So keep this lifted while you're rolling from your heel to your toe. Two more. Roll to your toe. Roll to your heel. Push that heel down. You should feel really good right in here. One more. Roll to your toe. Keep this lifted. Roll to your heel. All right, changing sides. I'll change so the camera can get to this side. So, on the toes of the other side, lift your rib cage, roll down to your toe, heel, and then up on your toe. Keep your belly pulled in, keep this lifted up. Even this stretch should be a little bit of work. Feels good. Roll to your toe and down to your heels. And roll up. And down. And up. And down. Okay. Keep in the chair there if you need it. Separate your feet a little bit more. Start with your feet or your knees straight on this one. You're going to bend so your right foot. Push your bum back. Keep your chest lifted even though you're hinging at the hips. Your chest is lifted and engaged. So By that I mean that you should feel these muscles right here lifting you in and up, not this, okay? So pull in the belly, lift up the rib cage, send your hips back. You should feel a really good stretch and release right here in your hips, okay? Hold it there, inhale, come up. Exhale, it's as if somebody were holding up your rib cage while you dropped your hips down. What you're actually doing is lengthening and elongating the muscles right along from the base of the hip, of the spine, into right in through here. Come all the way up. Inhale up. So remember, somebody's got a hold of your ribs here and they're lifting them up while you pull your ribs down. You should feel a great and a wonderful stretch right there. Inhale up and exhale. If you don't need a chair, that's fine, but it's there if you need it. Push those hips back, lift the rib cage up, and release. All right, switch over to the other foot. I'm going to use a chair on this. So lift the rib cage up, bend that back knee, and sink down into that hip. Send that hip back by straightening this other leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale. You can actually work up quite a sweat if you use a proper breath, really deep breathing, almost as good as you can with a cardio stretch. Inhale up. Exhale. Bend that knee, sink down, but keep lifting up in this direction, sending your hips back. I'm really feeling it right in through here. And come all the way up. And one more. Exhale, sink down. See if you can lift your ribs a little bit more right here on the last one, but keep your shoulders out of the equation. You've got heavy weights holding your shoulders down. It's not this. Lift up, sink back, pull. This leg is straight, this leg is bent. And come all the way up. All right. If you want to use weights, grab your weights. Get a drink of water whenever you need. Now that we have your spine good and loosened up, you can use weights if you want. It's not necessary. You can take a seat if you want. All right. Turn your toes straight ahead here. So from the side, it looks like this. We're hinging forward. Toes are straight ahead. Your weight is in your heels. Once again, we're going to work on the posterior chain, upper back, while we're working on our arms. Push down and up. Row it up and down. Notice my shoulders. They're not up here. They're pushed down, down, and up. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now, if you feel like you're standing, you feel comfortable, you don't need a chair, you can take one hand and reach down, pull it up, go down as far as you can, keep your head up, keep your weight in your heels, go down as far as you can, push up. If you feel comfortable using both arms, and you don't need the chair, here you go. Go all the way down. Weight is staying in your heels the whole time. The reason being, that is your posterior chain, that is what's important and lifting you up and lowering you down. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. And all right. Hold those elbows in close and tight, just like bird wings. Stay in that position where you hinge forward, weight is in your heels. Keep those elbows glued in and just extend all the way back. And lift for 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Extend all the way back and squeeze for 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to add the head into the equation, head and neck. So extend long. You're lifting in through the rib cage, and you're going to turn your head to one side and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it out. Inhale, extend all the way out. Pull your shoulders down, lift your rib cage up, turn your head the other way, and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it all the way out. We're going to do that each side one more time. So remember to incorporate the rib cage, shoulder pull down, and belly pulled in. So extend the arms out, pull the shoulders down, belly is pulled in, turn your head and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all home. Inhale here, exhale, extend all the way out. Lift your rib cage, pull your shoulders down. Head goes the other way and squeeze for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it home. All right, extend one arm forward and the other arm back. Lift your ribs, turn your head, bring it home. Extend the other arm up, other arm back. Lift your ribs, turn your head, bring it home. Reach, lift ribs, turn your head, bring it home. And lift, reach, turn your head, make sure your belly's pulled in here. Come back home and release. All right. Set it down. You're going to stretch out here. You can either sit in your chair if you would like to do the final stretch seated. Turn your toes out to the side. Keep your chin up. Bend your knees a little bit. So if you're seated, your knees are already bent. You can hinge forward in your chair. Keep your chin up. Okay? Your belly is pulled in. Now begin to walk your way down either your legs, or if you're seated in the chair, you can use your legs or wrap the leg of the chair for a deeper stretch. So from the side, it looks like this if you're standing. You're in a squatted position. You're going to pull your belly in so this flattens and lengthens. If you don't actively pull your belly in, you're going to have a arched back and compress your lower spine. So we want to pull your belly in so it sends your tailbone back. Take a couple of breaths here, and with each breath, pull your belly in deeper. Keep pulling it in. Okay, take an inhale and exhale, reach over to one side. Now this is more prominent when you sit in a chair, but you also feel in a squatted position that this hip wants to roll forward. So try to keep that hip pushed back. Okay, and if you're seated on a chair, try to keep that hip glued to a chair. Inhale and exhale, a couple breaths. Inhale, come to the center, and exhale over to the other side. And just notice that one side is harder to keep that hip down. Keep it from falling, rolling forward. Inhale and exhale and release. Okay, walk yourself up slowly. You bend down a wall, push yourself up slowly. Come up to standing. Turn your toes forward here. Walk your feet in. If you're seated, walk your feet in. Knees, ankles, everything together. Take a big breath here. Put your palms on one, stack one on top of the other. All right, from the side, it looks like this. We're going to tilt one elbow up and one elbow down. Take a big breath. Now open wide. Pull your belly in. Reach up, reach down. Turn your head both ways to release the neck. Bring it all in. And come back to the center. Okay, inhale, sit tall, engage your ribs, and drop down to the other side. So if you're not engaging your ribs, you're going to be collapsed like this. So you need to lift the rib cage up. Open that back, open the chest, and reach up, reach down. Okay? Pull your shoulders down. Turn your head to one side to look down to release your neck. Turn your head up and look up. Bring both hands together. Come all the way to the center and release. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.